Submission is done. You have prepared the manuscript for submission in your targeted journal and attached all the required documents and pressed that submit button. Now what? What happens after you submit the paper? In brief, the answer to this question can be summarized over 6 phases. Phase 1, the long wait. Technically speaking, the waiting duration varies from journal to journal. For instance, if you have submitted an article in an MDPI journal, then it's a very short period. You might probably get the reviews within few days. On the other hand, other publishing houses might take 2 to 4 months to send you the reviews. Nevertheless, it is important to take into account the current situation as well. For instance, due to unprecedented COVID situation nowadays, reviewers might take a longer time or editors might have to struggle to find the reviewers. So generally, it is recommended to write to the editor about the status of your manuscript after almost 3 months of wait. It will put you in a more informed position. Phase 2, your first reviews. Finally, you receive the reviews. Don't get tensed. Try to just give it a first glance on the day you receive them and then close your email. Try to calm down your brain and work on the reviews the next day. You might have received the reviews divided into 2 categories of major comments or minor comments from 2 or 3 anonymous reviewers, especially in case it's a double-blind peer review process. Create a new Word document and paste all the comments or queries. Now begin answering them one by one, starting with the easiest one. Think and discuss with your other co-authors on the appropriate language to be used while responding to each question. Try to be polite and straightforward in your responses. Make sure to plan ahead about each minor and major changes before the deadline for submission and accordingly make changes in the manuscript. Phase 3, sending the response to the reviewers. Once you are all set to submit the revised version of the manuscript, it's time to finalize the response sheet to the reviewers. Many journals suggest you to just type and send, while others ask you to attach the response sheet separately. Whatever be the case, it's a good practice to prepare a table in a Word document with the questions on the left and your response on the right. Make sure to provide details of the changes done in the manuscript. For example, have you added few lines somewhere? Then please do provide the details of its subsection, paragraph and line number. Or did you add new tables or figures? Don't forget to mention that too. Reviewers and editors find it easier if your response is clear, detailed and straightforward. Phase 4, minor corrections or manuscript accepted. Finally, after waiting for a couple of more days or weeks, you receive the good news that your paper has been accepted for publication. That's the moment to celebrate. But in case there are few minor corrections remaining, don't feel disheartened. It's a part and parcel of the publication process. Keep in mind you are almost there. You are going to be a published author. Remember to submit the revised manuscript on time. Phase 5, article production stage. The next stage is mostly done by the publication group. You will be informed that all the changes and materials attached with the manuscript has been checked and now it is proceeding for production stage. In this stage, the publishers will conduct the proofread for last grammatical checks and make your manuscript print ready following the journal format. They will soon share first the author agreement document for you to digitally sign or say yes on behalf of other authors as well. It will be followed by sharing the draft of the final manuscript for you to check it last time before it finally publishes online. After few days, you will receive the official email stating that your paper has been published online along with its DOI. Congratulations! It will be a surreal experience for the first timers. Phase 6, it's time to share your published article among peers or academic circles. It's time for you to increase the readership of your paper among the academic circles. Many publishing groups will suggest different ways to do that, which might include the most common one, social media post. As one of the authors, you might be allowed to share free 50 aprons of your paper among your peers. in case you have not published in an open access journal. So go ahead, share the link on LinkedIn, Twitter, ResearchGate or academia.edu. Remember, higher number of views may generate a higher citation factor for your article in the future. So that's it. This is the whole journey from writing that paper to publishing and sharing it among your peers. It may look like a long job, but if you keep writing in a consistent manner, you will reach the milestone. Hope you liked our new format and this 3-part series of journal publication. Please comment below if you have any queries or suggestions. We will be coming up with more videos on publication trajectory during PhD. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to the channel. I will see you next time.